Here I am again. All right, I got something else that you are going to love. Wow, my mic sounds way better this time. Okay, so another thing that Jeunesse thought about. They are always looking into the environment that we live in and wondering how they can protect us and make us look and feel our very best throughout our whole lives. One issue that we found, and we asked ourselves this question, is air pollution bad for your skin? Air pollution, because we all know, we see people, I mean, even when I landed here in Milan and I'm driving in, and it reminded me of when I rented a car here once. That was a mistake. I didn't know there weren't lanes, like everybody just zooms all around each other. But there was all these, we are constantly, I look out and we are just surrounded by pollution these days. I mean, take a look at the streets. This was a shot. Let's go here. You just look at, sometimes you don't realize it because you're just zooming through the streets, but when you think that there's a little exhaust pipe on every single one of these vehicles, every single motorcycle, all the cars, all the factories, the people smoking, we are exposed to a lot of air pollution. And we know that that affects our lungs. We know that we shouldn't breathe that in. In fact, I saw somebody, you know, we put masks on now to try to protect our insides from this pollution. But what we found is that actually these pollutants, the pollution, the toxins, and even dust, when it comes in contact with our skin, causes a lot of problems. It can cause irritation, it can cause redness, we can have allergic reactions, but it can even cause dark spots. So when you think about when you're out and about, and when it's a nice warm summer day, of course, we expose a lot of our skin. Our faces are exposed, I wear shorts a lot. So our skin is getting bombarded with these toxins. So what's the solution? If it is causing dark spots, which we have seen, what can we do to protect ourselves? That's what we asked ourselves. But we do have a solution, and I'm about to present that to you today. In fact, we have a phrase around the office that we like to use, and in fact, it's the tagline, and it's, "We've got you covered." That's a phrase we use when someone's got your back. They're taking care of you. They're making sure that you are protected. So I'm excited to introduce you to another product. You guys get two? It's pretty lucky. Excited to introduce you to another product that I think is going to be a total hit for your business. Let's take a look at the video. It's okay.
Hydra Shield Mask helps minimize the effects of exposure to environmental aggressors and defends against free radicals with Hydra Shield technology. Made of biocellulose, this mask includes powerful elements of shielding hydration, infused with antioxidant-rich shea butter and ultra-hydrating Asian grassroot extract to visibly soothe and moisturize dull, tired skin. Restore your youthful look with our proprietary Hydra Shield technology. Purify and reveal a more radiant and youthful complexion. And defend against the effects of exposure to environmental aggressors. The Luminous Hydra Shield Mask works to purify and reveal a more radiant and youthful complexion. Exclusively from Jeunesse.
All right. It makes the angels sing. Whoa, right over there. So it actually, the Luminous Hydra Shield Mask, I love the name, love the packaging's brilliant. It's really fantastic, actually. I am a big fan and excited about this next product. Let's bring up the next slide so you can check it out here. Come on. It's going to come. So one of the things you're going to love about this mask is it's individually packaged. Each one, the box that you see over there, has 5 masks in it. Why 5? Well, for one, we wanted it to be portable. We wanted it to be something that's easy to share. This is an excellent product I love how it feels. Let me tell you some of the benefits. Here we go. The 3 main benefits, and you're going to see number 1 right there, which is to defend. I talked about that. It helps to actually protect yourself. It builds a barrier. It helps to create a barrier that actually deflects the toxins that are exposed onto our skin. It helps to reveal more beautiful, vibrant skin because it's protecting, but also when you take it off, the ingredients really make you instantly look so much better. And then lastly, to restore. So this actually helps to restore the skin barrier, the moisture barrier that that should be in your skin at all times, but it gets depleted because of the lifestyles that we live. And it also includes, because it's part of Luminesce, our exclusive ingredient, APT 200, which you already all know about and you already brag about. Now, it's made of 3 primary ingredients. One is fermented coconut, the other is shea butter, and Asian grassroot extract. Let's talk about the biocellulose for a second. What is biocellulose? You've all seen facial masks in the market. There's all kinds of price ranges and there's all kinds of qualities. So you say, what makes this one different? Well, biocellulose is actually the material that you apply to your face. So some of those masks you've seen are made of paper. They're very cheap. You put it on, they kind of fall off. You have to lay down. Some of them are made of cloth. They do a little bit better. But this is biocellulose, which is made from fermented coconut, and it feels almost skin-like. It's stretchy, it's easy to put on, it's cooling. It's really, it's like a spa experience. I feel like I'm getting a facial when I put this on. I love using this. So if you look, because this material is biocellulose, it adheres and sticks closely to the skin, so you're getting the maximum effect from the ingredients. Our lifestyle, which today we have a lot of fun, don't we? We like to get out, we like to be with friends. Our lifestyles have an effect on our skin, and this also fits right into helping everybody take care of their skin, because we want to be selfie ready, right? Because we're always out with our friends. It's more important than ever for us to look photo ready at any given moment. This also plays into a new trend, which you may have heard about. Do you see that hashtag on the bottom of Cosmo this month? That word is hygge. It's actually from Denmark. So is my family, by the way. My family's from Copenhagen. So this trend is all about me time. It's taking care of yourself. With the crazy lifestyles that we do live, people are wanting to find time for themselves. They also call it cocooning. But this is perfect for that, because people who want products that help them look great, but also give them a special, a pampering experience, this is just awesome for that. It really does feel like a home facial when you put this on. When you peel it off and you leave it on for 15 minutes, when you take it off, your skin looks more radiant. It instantly looks radiant, but your skin can breathe. And this provides hydration levels that are elevated. So we do testing on the skin right after. For 24 hours, your hydration levels are elevated even after showering. Like I said before, it's shareable. That's one thing I really like about it the most. It's easy to be able to give it to someone. In fact, we've got one right here in this box. Now this is the full body mask right here. You're gonna see, now look, if you look up there, the packaging looks like super sexy too. It's metallic foil. When you open it, it smells fantastic. So as soon as you open it, you know what's the first thing you do when you open almost any package? You always smell it. I don't know why would people do that. But so we took great care to make sure that it smelled great, so that you want to put it on your face and you want to keep it on your face. So it's really fantastic. The proven results. This is maybe the best thing. Almost every person who tries it absolutely loves it, and they see instant results. So when you get this, not only are you going to like it, you're going to fall in love with it, and you're going to want to share it with everybody that you know. Here's some of the rave reviews that have been coming through. We just hear nothing but positives. I happen to think that it's one of the very best products that we have. I enjoy it myself. I thought that maybe this would be one of those things that I don't use. I use it more than any other product we have. Now, I'm excited to also now bring someone else to the stage to talk more about the science, to help you know how it works. You know, I always tell you the marketing side, but there's the science side that's even more important. So I want to bring someone up who's also a member of the Scientific Advisory Board for Jeunesse. He's got a long list of credentials here. He is the founding member of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. He's the president of the American Board of Anti-Aging Medicine. He's a faculty member of the Harvard Center for Cellular Aging. He's the founder of Global Foundation of Human Aging Research, and he's also one of the major donors to the research on how to extend healthy aging of more than 250 grand. Please welcome to the stage now, Dr. Vincent Giampapa.
Good afternoon, Milan, and it's really my pleasure to be here, and I love Italy. It's my roots, it's my genetics, and everything happens great here in Italy. Today, one of the big messages that we want to bring is the fact that Jeunesse is constantly looking at and creating the latest technologies to help, not just to help our skin, but to help how we look now and in the future. So without further delay, Mark has done such a great job explaining a lot of what this new product does. I'm just going to highlight some of the science. So one of the most effective approaches is keeping our skin healthy and youthful is to be able to protect our skin from the 21st century environment that we now live in. And frankly, human beings weren't designed to live in the environment that we have to and are forced to live in today. I mean, the quality of air, the pollutants that we find in general from industry and also from the products that are inside and outside our homes impact us not only on the surface but inside our cells. So when we talk about pollution, it's not just what we see from smoke or car exhaust, but it's really about these invisible particles that we're not even aware of. So what is pollution? Basically, it's the presence of all these artificial ingredients and compounds that today make up our 21st century lifestyle. There's many types of pollutants, and frankly, there's pollutants that not only interact on the surface of our skin, but enter into our bodies, into our cells, and actually slow down our body's ability to make accurate copies of those cells. And our skin is the largest organ in our body. And the effects of aging we see on our skin quicker than we see anywhere else in our body, including how we act and feel. The types of pollutants that are most common, and we probably are all aware of this, is that nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide are all the things that 21st century industry unfortunately puts into our air and our environment, and we really have no choice but to live with those. One of the interesting things that most people are not aware of is that on a warm day, if you go park your car, shut the windows, in about a half hour, the heat in that car will actually cause extremely toxic compounds to be released from all the plastic and synthetic materials inside your car. And one of the things you want to make sure you do is before you get in that car and breathe that air is open your windows, because The polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons are one of the most toxic things you could breathe into your body. So keep that in mind the next time you get into your car and things are really warmed up, open those windows. Other issues that we find around the house, paint, cleaning solvents, all have chemical compounds that not only we have to be aware of what's happening outside, but inside our homes today, the quality of air itself is even getting toxic. So the 21st century lifestyle itself has really created a major kind of burden on our skin and our bodies. So let's talk about one of the most common things virtually everybody understands and knows, and that's solar radiation. So our planet is protected by an ozone layer that unfortunately today is actually thinning out. The rays from the sun, UVA, UVB radiation from the sun, create the most impact on how our skin ages. And one of the most important things is to understand what we can do to protect ourselves from that. As we age, the surface of our skin, that protective barrier, gets thinner and thinner. And one of the key things that the Hydra Shield mask takes care of is actually creates an artificial barrier to help restore that barrier that we lose as we age. One of the key things about skin aging we have to understand, and how this ties into our Juness products, is our skin ages from two major reasons. Extrinsic aging, which we've talked about, the environment, the sun, but intrinsic aging is what happens inside our bodies with the general aging process, the release of free radicals, and the damage to our DNA. And one of the unique things about Juness is we approach skin aging from the outside in and from the inside out, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. So particle sizes, well, this is pretty interesting in that most of the things that impact our skin and aging are particles that you don't even see and that we breathe in through our lungs that actually go right down into our skins to the level of our DNA. And that's where the aging process in our skin actually starts. We're going to take a look at that in a second on a little video. So what happens from pollution from the 21st century environment is basically when we're walking outside, the toxic compounds that our skin is exposed to land on our skin. They clog our pores. It creates inflammation. Bacteria then grows in these clogged pores, which creates more inflammation. That inflammation creates discoloration in our skin, or dyschromia. And if we could avoid all the toxic elements hitting the surface of our skin, most of this would be not a factor. And that's why this product was designed. So let's take a peek at what happens from inside the cell. We can hit that video, please. Just click on it, and there's a little arrow, and that should come right up. Okay, technical difficulties. So what happens, basically what happens, is inside our cells, as these compounds go inside our cells, it actually interacts with the DNA in our cells. It actually starts to change how genes are activated. And in summary, here we go. Okay, so here's what happens when those particles go into your body. You'll breathe them in your lungs, they'll go into your bloodstream. And what you'll see here now is these super little energy particles running around are free radicals. That's created by not only the aging process, but by UVA and UVB exposure from the sun. These free radicals will then enter our genetic software inside the cell, and they'll start to create damage to our chromosomes, and they'll start to create damage actually to the DNA itself. And as these particles of pollution that creates these free radicals goes further and further into our cell, right here is what you'll see is the origin of a wrinkle, is the origin of skin aging, is where we start to lose hydration, nutrition, and all the optimal things for optimal skin health. So what's the focus? You saw Mark show this unbelievable video that what the Hydra Shield really does is create a whole new layer of protection. So this product actually addresses a whole new approach to skin aging, and that is it's preventive and it's proactive. Now those two P's are very important because in the future, as we all age, we want to prevent further damage to our skin. We want to increase hydration. Okay, why is hydration important? Mark didn't get into that. I'll spend 2 seconds with that. When our skin is hydrated, the nutrients in our body can get into our skin much more easily. Those nutrients allow your cells to make copies of themselves and restore and make new skin. As important, hydration allows the cell to remove a lot of the toxic elements that build up in it as it's doing the things it needs to do. So hydration is not only essential for new skin development, but the more hydrated your skin is, the less you see your wrinkles. The more fluffy and full the skin is too. The coconut biocellulose is a major advance in that with this product, you actually create if you will, a protective and a proactive barrier for your skin so that these compounds don't attach to your skin and create this whole cascade of events that we are now exposed to. I'm going to skip one more here. So what's interesting, a recent study that showed what the skin looks like before and after Hydra Shield has everything right here in a picture. With the Hydra Shield, you're going to notice that what is actually stuck to the skin is dramatically less. If that is dramatically less, what happens is the damage from the toxic environment that we're basically exposed to doesn't happen. And to me, one of the most important things is to avoid the exposure to these compounds, again, that we're all unnecessarily left with. The Luminesce products really have been designed to be synergistic. For instance, the lifting mask right now is something that removes the damage from your skin, removes the particles and dead skin so that new skin can grow up. And the Hydra Shield is what really allows that skin to become rehydrated, nutrients to be delivered to the skin, and in essence is your new outer layer and new protection. Most of my patients ask me, well, what sequence of events, what should I do for a regimen? It's very, very, very simple. In the morning, the secret here is to cleanse your skin, to use the cellular rejuvenation serum with APT 200 to help stimulate more collagen and elastin. And now with this product, we can be proactive and preventive as far as environmental damage goes. In the evening, it's very simple. Again, we want to use our restoring cleanser, which has an exfoliative component to remove, again, dead skin and the key things that might be left on the skin from the day. And again, advanced night repair allows your skin cells to be fed the nutrients it needs and to turn over quicker and make new skin itself. The quicker your skin turns over, the more youthful that skin looks and the healthier it is. So I spoke initially about feeding the skin from the inside out and outside in. And today, with the Junesce products, we have an opportunity with the Luminesce line, including the new Hydra Shield mask, not only to be proactive and preventive, but with AM/PM, with reserve, supplying the body the key essential nutrients it needs to feed your cells. You have the ideal combination of inside out, outside in protection and restoration. And again, keep in mind that this is the only company I know that looks at aging from both the outside in and inside out. And this is the most effective way for not only preventing damage to your skin, but having the most youthful and healthy skin possible. So I'm sure you're all going to try this Hydra Shield because it not only does what we've just talked about, it's an experience. And one of the other key things about Junesce products is the experiential impact of the products. When you use this, you'll feel the difference and you'll see the difference. When you take AM/PM or reserve, you feel the difference. And what is one of the most important things in our business is that people not only are taking the products, but they actually have an experience with those products. So in summary, I think the whole focus of the future in anti-aging medicine isn't going to be just treatment, but it's going to be prevention, proactiveness, and really looking at not only how healthy we are now on the outside and the inside, but looking forward to the future with the things that we know we will be bringing out to you in the very near future to help with that as well. So with that, I want to wish everybody a great afternoon, and I'll look forward to seeing you all later tomorrow.